Hi, Assalamu alaikum. Lab assignment 2 is about CSS. No HTML needed. You only need to change some CSS files. You have 5 different projects or 5 different questions. Question 1, you need only to change the decorations and fonts and these things. No layout is required. Look at the file. Here is the file. All the text is provided to you. You have header. This is the header. The header contains a title and some slogan and some links. The links appear as buttons. You can do this in the styles. And there is some behavior when you hover over, as you see now. Then you have an intro section. You have a gray background and 2 columns, H1. The title is H1 or H2. And you have 2 columns here. See the font? Just change the font to something similar to that. Then you have 3 articles. One is self-portrait, second is flowers, third is olives. They're all articles. Inside each article you have section. Actually the section is the picture you see. It's not a picture, it's a figure. The figure contains an image and a caption. So for example, this article has a title, it has some text, and then it has few sections. Each section is only a figure. The figure has a caption. You need to use this style, something similar. It's the same style in all sections, but different colors. Even the figures, they have shadow, and they have background, and the caption is centered, italic. They have different colors, but the settings are all the same. You can use similar selectors for similar properties, and only the color is different, so just use the color in a separate one. So you have 3 articles. Each article has a header or title, 1 paragraph and few sections. A header, paragraph, and few sections. You need here in the article to configure the title, the paragraph, background, shade, and the caption. The elements here, they can appear next to each other. So make sure to change their display property. They can appear next to each other. No need to do any layout like flex or CSS grids or even float. You just can use display block and inline. That's it for question 1. Question 2, it's only layout. Here's the file. All the text HTML is available to you. It has 3 views. This is the mobile view, tablet view, desktop view. 3 views. Mobile first. This is the mobile. Second is tablet. Third is desktop. You can use CSS grid here. You must use grid areas. You need to use 2 media queries. The details of the screen width, on which width to change the layout are available in the document. You must use CSS grid with grid areas. Question 3, another layout, but this time is flex. This is the desktop layout, and the mobile layout looks like this. So if you look at it, header and footer do not change. Aside comes to the bottom. And then nav bar moves here. The nav bar moves here, and see how the nav bar occupies the entire section when it is in mobile view. And here's the nav section in desktop view. You need to use flexbox here, All the sizes, percentages, ratios are estimates. Use your best judgment. Once again, look at the mobile view. Here it changes to columns. You might need to use nested division here. Question 4. You have seen question 4 in the class. It's 100% working right in both mobile view and desktop view. This is the file, and it's available to you. However, the ones who created this, they used column rows and column numbers and span. This is not very effective, as you see here. They use grid, CSS grid, but they use column numbers, span, 2 rows, and this thing. So I recommend that, this is your task, to change the file, the CSS files, instead of using column and row numbers and span, change it to use grid areas. A very simple assignment, can be done in a few minutes. Just make sure you look at the details, how many columns each, and how many rows each, how many column span, how many row span. All the CSS files available to you, you can make your own changes. Again, ratios, percentages are estimates. Number 5 might be something new in it to you. Look at the form first. This is a form. It's not a responsive view. It's only a good looking form. All the HTML code is available to you. If you look at it, it's a grid. And I can tell you it's 2 columns actually. 1 column to the left and the inputs to the right. You can tell the percentages for the labels and the inputs are different. If you look at it, the submit button, this side and this one also, and the header, they just take 2 columns. I recommend to do this easily, to use column names and use auto row flow. If you are not familiar with it, just can search, do your own search. It's very easy, auto row flow, and use column names to make it easy. You can put all the labels in one column and all the inputs in another column. Of course, there is an exception here for the field sets, 2 field sets, and the submit and the course registration. Here, no mobile and desktop views. It's only a responsive one, and part of the code was given to you in the document, how to make the layout, the percentages. You only need to make changes in general to only the CSS files, and to submit the assignment, make sure you zip the folder and submit it as one zipped file. If you submit individual files, things are not going to work. Most of the contents will be removed for security reasons by Blackboard. I'll not accept any other type of submissions. Good luck.